back into the Kramer Show. All of your SFL stuff, action, buzz, news, all in one show. Yes, it's a small show right now, but we're going to get it bigger. But right now, the Arizona Scorpions owner, Eddie Gage, is joining me. Eddie, how you doing today?
What up, Doe? Glad to be here. How you doing?
You are one of the many figures in the SFL that's prominent. We all know you. You're the Scorpion King for a reason. You got the Scorpions in Arizona now. You were so excited about that. But going from a defensive coordinator position in Houston to an owner has to be a big change. So, how has that happened so far?
It was hectic, to say the least. Around the time the news broke and it became official, the regular season of season 13 was winding down, and Houston was headed to the playoffs. But we needed a miracle from other teams to get in. We needed the win-loss records of everyone to fall a certain way, and it just happened to fall just as we needed it to. So I was sitting there trying to implement our defensive strategy in Houston at the same time while I was getting together a staff in Arizona. And I'll be honest with you, I had many nights where I got little to no sleep, and to which even my wife recognized it, because I'm trying to manage both duties, and I wanted to be faithful to Houston while at the same time trying to get Arizona off the ground. So it was mind-boggling, to say the least.
There's new players are obviously on the Arizona Scorpions. It's a new team, so everybody's new pretty much to that system. So what was it like knowing that players wanted to come play for you?
Oh, are you kidding? That was a breath of fresh air, because I knew that people knew about, what I can do as far as defense is concerned. But offensively, I have little to no experience at it. I'm weak at it. It's an area I got to improve on. So I did have people reaching out to me on offense, but not as much as I needed. So I had to do a lot of recruiting myself, looking for people. On the defensive side of the ball, man, they were coming in droves, interviewing with me. And so that was really nice to see. And in fact, my biggest free agent signing, DeAndre Washington, he actually came out to me as soon as the news broke and said, "Hey, man, I'm coming to play for you and no one else." And just hearing him say that, oh man, the smile on my face, that was big time there.
And you also spoke about DeAndre Washington. Yes, we know what happened. He retired out of nowhere. You don't have to speak anything about that. I know you have an open spot on your roster right now. So explain that to some of the non-contract players, because non-contract players, they're going to play a huge factor this coming season. Because there's going to be a lot more people joining in. A lot of people don't know what's going on, but a contract position is a lot better than a non-contract. So can you explain or even talk to some of this on your side of perspective of why you should have someone fill in a contract role rather than a non-contract?
Well, someone coming in a contract role, their player will, quote unquote, have the ability, or more of an ability, I should say, to make an impact. Not saying that a non-contract player won't. If you look at someone like Doug Day, who came in for Vancouver last season, he had a pick 6 in his very first game. Talk about from couch to field, he made an impact immediately for his team. Not saying that that's not possible for a non-contract player, but it's the chances of him becoming a bigger impact for your team is immediate, because he's coming in with a higher skill set, so to speak, and able to make more of an impact, more consistency, I should say. And it's just, as the season goes along, and we sit down with the players and go over those aspects of how that's actually able to happen by improving their attributes and skill sets and things of that nature, it becomes more obvious. It's a lot detailed, that I can say here. But yeah, I mean, coming in with a contract, you have skill sets that are added to a player that a non-contract player would not have. So, and DeAndre was a gold tier running back, and he has a lot of abilities already that are practically maxed out. So replacing him with someone is going to be crucial. I got to find the right guy who fits our locker room, who gets along with everyone, is a team player, someone who has at least 7 weeks banked to be able to qualify to fill his role without losing any of those attributes is going to be vital. And I'm going to take my time recruiting his replacement.
That's the smart way to do it. If it's hard to explain, or even like if you look at it on paper, so it's always good to have someone like you explain what's going on. So I'm glad you cleared the room with that. But now going forward, season 14's on its way. Correct? It's 14, right? I'm just lost
Yes.
on some of these seasons. I've only been here for a few seasons, so I get it. Season expectations coming up for the Arizona Scorpions. I know you guys are ready for your Week 1 matchup, but the entire season and outlook, what are you guys expecting?
I've spoken to several people, including some owners, and the general consensus is that we are going to win somewhere between 5 and 6 games this season out of a 12-game season.
Like
my expectations, yes, if not below. So my expectations is beyond that. I know I'm a first-year owner, but I set the bar high for us, and to me, anything less than a playoff berth is unacceptable. So it's my job, as I've told everyone who I recruited to come here, it's my job to put us in a best position. And if you guys go out there and pay your bits up and get your weekly progressions in, at that point, it's our job as coaches to put you guys in the best position to succeed and to get a winning product on the field. And anything less than a playoff berth, I would consider as a failure. So hopefully we can get 8 wins, because I think 8 wins usually get you in, sometimes 7. Although last year we got in with 5, which was ridiculous in itself. But I'm hoping for 8 wins, so I think we can do it. I have confidence in our defense. I have confidence in Kanye. Otherwise, I wouldn't have brought him here. And I just can't wait to put all of that on the field and let the world know what we all about.
Hey, Eddie, best of luck coming to you for this coming season and seasons to come there in Arizona. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by and talking and chatting a little bit.
Anytime.
That is Arizona Scorpions owner Eddie Gage right here on the Kramer Show.